a few of our members at the CM Community Discord were talking about SimCity and City Skylines and those kind of construction, creation games. Last night, I was reading through your chat this morning, guys, so I thought, let's play some SimCity on the SNES for old school. Let's start New City. Maybe we'll try scenarios at some point. So, I borrowed this game from someone. I don't think I owned it, and I was absolutely hooked from the first minute of playing it. So let's see how this is aged. I haven't played this for many, many years, right? Oh, what am I going to call this city? Frey Bentos Land? Maybe? Oh, let's just call it Freyland. Won't fit Frey Bentos Land. Gonna have to be Freyland. I know it's a crap name for the city, but I've been put on the spot here. Like the little Super Famicom logo on the top left there. Look at that! The Super Famicom computer that we are typing on here. We'll go with easy. So, oh, here we go. The music's bringing back so many memories. Yeah, this is the only version of SimCity I've ever played. I've never tried the PC version and whatever other versions we had. I don't think we had... Did we have many other versions of this game? I think we had a reboot, didn't we, of sorts? Right, anyway. Let's start with a nuclear power plant, is what I would always throw down. Now, again, I've gone with easy, just because it will start with more money and it'll make the video more interesting, rather than just seeing me struggle and not being able to build anything because I haven't got any money, because I started in hard. When I played this back in the day, I think I would throw it on easy and just chill with it. Right, so we need commercial zones, we're going to need industrial zones, we're going to need residential zones. You know how it goes, guys. Welcome to Freyland. Freyland is such a crap name, but it is what it is. Okay, I got to remember how I do all of this. It's very, very streamlined on the SNES, or at least that's what I remember it being. Reviews of the game were good back in the day. I remember this getting lots of 8s and a couple of 9s out of 10s or 90%. But yeah, I've never played PC version, guys. Now, some people claim this is the best version of SimCity, but then some people claim the PC version's better. I do need to try the PC version. Obviously, SimCity, was it SimCity 2000, I want to say, was a more refined, deeper experience than this. I think I've played that on PC. I think I actually owned that game. Oh, I remember all of this. Right, okay. I mean, this is a stupid thing to say, but I always say stupid things on the channel, so who cares? How Nintendo is that music? It just fills your heart with warmth. These were good times, simpler times. I've just noticed at the top there, my toolbar, or whatever that is known as at the top of the screen, that little paw print. And I've just remembered we can actually incorporate the scenarios mode into this main game mode, so I'll do that later. I'll cause some havoc, but for now, let's try and play this semi-seriously. Get some industrial zones thrown down here. Oh, there's so much to think about. I'll need to throw down a PlayStation as well. Now, obviously, these kind of games are still quite popular, very popular, and one of our members at the Discord, one of the administrators of this very channel, big shout out to Mateus, was referencing City Skylines. I haven't played it. I think it's on Game Pass, isn't it? And now I've just been playing this for a couple of seconds. I need to play that game because it looks fantastic. I would probably want to chill with the console version, although I do love playing with a mouse. These kind of games, obviously, it's a lot easier to do so. Oh, here we go. Freyland is starting to take shape. Do bear with me, guys. This video might be a little bit slow going because it's SimCity. I think I'm right in saying this was one of the first games on the SNES to be released, wasn't it? Like, not at launch, because I think the launch games for SNES was Super Tennis, F-Zero, Mario World, Pilot Wings maybe. But I think this came a little bit later, here in the UK anyway, like a few months after the SNES hit the shops. Let's get a police department thrown down here. Yeah, this arrived with a cluster of games such as Super WrestleMania, which was awful. And it's just good times. They were good times. For whatever reason, I didn't buy this. But like I say, there was a guy in school. It's the same old story. He had this game. What did I lend him? It doesn't really matter, does it? I think... No, I know so. I lent him Super Tennis. And I was like, mate, do you want to keep Super Tennis and I keep SimCity? And he was like, no. Even though I loved Super Tennis. So we got ports that we can throw down as well. So we can get some, there we go. So we get some ships come in and out with, get some industry, overseas industry. I don't know what I'm saying. Talking a lot of gobbledygook again. But you guys know what I mean. So that's all that matters. Trade by sea, trade by air, and trade by rail. That's right, trains. Oh, there's so much to do. So... you can mess around with your tax rates and all that kind of thing. It's very basic in the grand scheme of things. That's what I loved about it, because I get confused easily. And here we go. The mayor is doing a good job. In general, they'll vote me in again as mayor, I'm sure. 74%. I mean, when it comes to what are the worst problems, people will always moan about the tax, because that is the human race. That's what we do. Human beings don't like taxes. But you need taxes, because without taxes, we'd have no police. We'd have no fire department. Actually, a fire department, I have to think about putting that down at some point. But yeah, I'd always go with the nuclear power plant from the beginning. Just because I'm pretty sure the pollution problems or pollution issues occur more frequently if you throw down the cheaper, whatever it's called, basically the non-nuclear option. Right, okay. Again, bear with me, guys. I'm remembering stuff. It's all coming back to me here. Let's bulldoze this down. Boop, boop. I love the error noise in this. Can't beat a good error noise, can you? So, if you haven't played this game before, guys, if you don't have enough parkland down and that kind of stuff, people will start complaining. Does this reduce pollution? I think it does, doesn't it? I mean, in this game, in real life it would. Having trees and stuff is good. Obviously. And I just thought, cast your minds back for its time. I want to say this was developed around 1990, 1991. It might have been before that. This blew my mind. Because I like strategy kind of games. I like any sort of simulation game. As you regulars to the channel will already know, I'm crap at them, but I love playing them. Oh, here we go. Look at the seasons changing, guys. Look at this video game. That's me. I'm going to be playing this all weekend now. That's it. Maybe all week. So yeah, in regards to reviews, this scored really well. Just have a glance over at the wiki while I do this, guys. Well, it says here, SimCity in brackets, 1989 on the review page. 1989. And I wanted to see what the general consensus was when it comes to best version of SimCity, the original, this. And Reddit's always a good place to look. And so many people say the SNES version, which surprised me. I really would have thought PC. I need to try the PC version, though. But you're not going to get this Nintendo music, you're not going to get... I'm sure with the scenarios in this, you get Bowser, or there's an option to bring Bowser in. And I think on the PC version, it's Godzilla, isn't it? I don't know. But you know, like that big lizard beastie guy who will walk onto the map and just destroy everything you've built. And it's just cool little touches like that, which, for me, make the SNES version unique and enjoyable. Here we go, it's the end of the financial year. They're not going to be happy, but it's tough luck. I need money, guys. So you can see, I've got 1,140 population. I've got $11,000, or just over, to build stuff with. I am running out of money quickly here. Now, this is where I would struggle with this game back in the day. I would always run out of money, which resulted in me increasing taxes like crazy to bring more revenue in, and then people just kicking off and complaining about me. So there's a fine balance to be struck. I was a lot younger then. I was a kid, obviously. I'm not that old, guys. I wasn't like in my 30s playing the SNES version, because that would make me old now. I'm just older, okay? Let's put a commercial district up here then. Let's create some jobs for the people of Freyland. Freyland. But this is Utopia, or it's going to be. And everyone from America will be flocking here. Are we in America in this game? I don't think it ever really says where we are. It's just some fictional kingdom of place. Here we go. It's the train. Right, where do we want this? I think we should have a train network going from the residential area down here. So, I don't think it's as in-depth in regards to house prices and the value of property being more if you're near the sea or near water compared to being near industrial zones where there's more pollution. I don't know if it does go that deep, this game. Again, it is pretty basic, but there's enough to do here to give you hours of fun. That sounded like a magazine, video game magazine review of the time, that. There's plenty here to keep you occupied on those winter evenings. Look at the train. Just going back and forth, doing train stuff. Such a... Oh, no. Messed the roads up there. Right, bulldozer. So, yeah, like I say, very easy to get into. The icons are obvious to what they do on the left-hand side, which isn't always the case with SNES games. Cough. Kevin Keegan's player manager, cough. Cough? But that game had icons all over the place. You didn't know what they did. This is obvious. To me, it is. And, yeah, it's just fun. It's just a chilled out, fun-ass video game. One of my favourite games on the SNES. Can't believe it's taken me this many years to feature on the channel. Okay, that'll do that. And yeah, I really need to try some of the other SimCity games now, because I'm sure I have. I said it earlier. SimCity 2000, some people think is better than this. I owned it on PC. I'm pretty sure I did. There was a city building game I would play religiously on PC. I want to say circa 2001-ish, 2002. Okay. And obviously, the more you build, the more stuff then you're going to have to manage, because you're going to get a bigger population of people. Crime rates will go up. Pollution will increase because you build more industrial zones and just all your... I mean, you guys know how it works, building a city. We're all experts at it. We're not. Population is increasing now. Here we go. Oh. The residents of the city are complaining about housing costs. Okay. Too far from commercial zones. Fair enough. Fair enough. We need to create jobs. We need to create things. Oh, I'm running out of money though, guys. So you can see on the bottom left there, the little plane symbol obviously means airport, but it's greyed out because I can't afford it, of course. But that's like late game, I want to say, when you've got a real big town or city. Because I think we're at village status at the moment, because we're not very big. And yeah, I don't think I ever built an airport in this. I've built a seaport, that little anchor symbol. I gotta stop explaining the symbols to you guys, you know. Yeah. SimCity, look at this. Again, I love the seasonal changes here. Look, autumn now. It just looks pretty. I might build a stadium at some point. I'm not too sure my road network's here, guys. Look. Good job I'm not Mayor. Look at that. Bit of a mess, isn't it? Right, let's try this again. Okay. Like I say, guys, slow going. It is SimCity. And I'm hooked. I'm already hooked. I gotta remember to talk to you guys and not just play. I love this so much. Let me glance here at the wiki, because it said something interesting earlier. Or I read something interesting earlier before I started recording this video. The cities presented in the franchise have been criticised for being unrealistic. So that's in the franchise in general, not just this specific version of SimCity. For example, lacking parking and cycle lanes. SimCity games are also built on the premise that simply adding police stations reduces crime nearby, which may not be the case. And then it goes into an article about problem-orientated... I'll try that again. Problem-oriented... I haven't said that right again, have I? Policing, basically. And it goes into a big strategy about policing, and having more police stations doesn't necessarily mean lower crime rates. We won't go into that. We won't go into the politics of it all. But I think the general consensus is SimCity is very good, but it's a bit basic. I think that's unfair, personally. I don't think it's basic. No, it is. It is basic. It's 1901. It is the year 1901. No internet yet. November 1901. It is basic, isn't it? I mean, there isn't... After you've done a lot of this stuff a few times over, maybe you'd start pining for something a little deeper, which obviously we did then get with later games. I want to say later SimCity games, like SimCity... There was a SimCity 4, wasn't there? And I touched on it earlier. SimCity 2013, I think it was a reboot. I think it was exclusive to PC. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think it was well received. And then obviously the aforementioned Cities Skylines games, which people seem to love. They are in depth from what I can gather. But you've got to remember as well, the SNES was a console for, essentially for the younger gamer. I would have been around when I played this game, I don't know, about around 13, 14 years of age. So for me at that age, this was perfect for me. I didn't want anything super taxing because I was studying in school at the time anyway. And this was just like a nice breakaway from the hustle and bustle of the real world. But with that said, now the more I play of this, the more I can tell that this is not the most of in-depth video games, but there's still a lot to enjoy here. There we go. Oh, what happened then? Okay. There we go. We got 2,000 people. We are now classed as a town, Freyland. Okay. Oh, where would you like... that was so Zelda, that music. So Zelda. Okay, I've just been awarded my own personal property. I remember this. Right, where shall I build it? I don't want it up here with the peasants. Especially not by the nuclear power plant. I think we go down to the posh area of the map. In my brain here, in my mind, I'm role-playing this. This is the posh area, okay? There we go. By the lake. Do a bit of fishing. The applause. It's like, why would the public get excited about the mayor having his own beautiful 1,000-acre plot of land and brand new property built on it next to the lake? They wouldn't celebrate that at all, would they? They'd say, oh, you're spending all of our tax dollars on Frey Bentos. Frey Bentos is the name of the mayor, if anyone's wondering. if you don't follow my football game series. Oh, here we go. Let's go for a casino, I think. So, there we go. Right. Oh, where should we put it? You got to remember the noise. Casinos could be noisy. Can they? No, they can't unless you're inside. Let's put it there. It's tough luck. If they don't like it, it's tough luck. We are going to turn this place into Las Vegas. Fragasland, eh? That was terrible, wasn't it? Absolutely terrible effort from me, as always. So it's the summer again, apparently. Oh no, it's February, it says at the top there. It looks summery to me. Put some more greenery down, some more parkland here. Let me know your memories with this game, with this franchise, guys. Let me know what you consider to be the best city building game of all time. Not necessarily any SimCity game, just in general. Because I'd be intrigued to get your feedback and your thoughts, because I love this style of video game. Well, what to do next? I don't know. I'm overwhelmed a little bit. Maybe it's not basic. Maybe it's the game of our dreams. It is basic. Right, I got my stadium down. I'm going to stop saying basic now. I've said it way too many times, haven't I? I'm known to overuse certain words. There we go. Look at this. So we've thrown down the... What should we call the stadium? Not that we can name it, but we're role-playing this. What should we call it? It'll have to be a sponsored stadium, like Emirates Stadium style, won't it? It can't be sponsored by Fray Bentos Pies, because we've got too much Fray Bentos going on already in this video. If the tax rate is too high, the residents will move to other cities. And this is a problem you will stumble across time and time and time again in SimCity, and that is taxes. Which a real mayor or real government would obviously have to deal with as well. So let's put that down for now to 7%. And I've left my police funding, as you could see, and the fire department, that kind of thing, all at 100%. Public services at 100%, which is something, without getting too political, the British government could learn from. Not the current one necessarily, but over the last few years, our NHS has gone to the dogs. Anyway, back to this game. Oh, I'm so skint now. Fray Bentos, the mayor, has no money, or he doesn't have a lot of money left. Right, let's speed things up. Has that worked? Is time gonna move quicker now? What's happened to my menus? Where have they gone? Where have my menus gone? There they are. I mean, the music is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I forgot how good the audio was in this game. Okay. You can see on the top right there how my residential, commercial, and industry or industrial zones are doing. Industrial zone... Look at the bar on the industrial zone. Depleting there. What's that mean? Is it because the taxes have been put down? I just don't know. Oh, we got disasters. I don't know if I want to do disasters. I feel bad. I'm enjoying Freyland. But for the purpose of this video, at some point, I will need to. Should we do it now? No. I don't want to bring Godzilla on yet. Or Bowser. I'm sure it was Bowser in this game. Oh, 60-40. That's still good, 60-40. But it's getting worse, isn't it? Considering where we were earlier. And now they are not going to be happy because I've doubled the taxes. But I need money, guys. I've only got $1,000 or just over $1,000 in the old bank. Okay. It's so Zelda! When you open a chest. Right, they want the zoo. The children have spoken. Wu-Tang is for the children. Completely off the rails there. my commentary. I'm sure Wu-Tang used to say that, didn't they? Wu-Tang is for the children. Any Wu-Tang Clan fans in the house? I absolutely adore the Wu-Tang. Best hip-hop outfit of all time, in my opinion. Burp. Have to do some demolishing again, and it's gonna get rid of my power lines. There you go. One way into the zoo, one way out, and that's that. And let's connect the power. There's a hook to this game. Good video games have a hook, don't they? Again, obvious thing to say. This hooks you straight away. There's a hook. I love just building the road networks, the train networks, fixing my power lines, keeping an eye on how my commercial industry is doing, how my industrial industry is doing. It's just fun, and you can pour so many hours into this game without even realising it. But with that said, I'm going to bring on Godzilla. Or Bowser. Please be Bowser. I'm sure it's Bowser. Right, okay. Where is he? Oh. There you go, it's Bowser, the king of the Koopas, Veneno City. He's on wheels. Why is he on wheels? Was Bowser ever on wheels? He's not on wheels there, though. Or was it just his legs moving really quickly so it looked like he was on wheels in that little cutscene? I don't know. And who is the guy we keep seeing in the cutscenes jumping around? Right, everyone's going to kick off. We're just going... We're going crazy now. We're going all out. It's chaos here at Freyland. Can you do... I think you can more than one at a time. Now, I would never do this back in the day when I played this seriously. I don't think I've ever seen any of this before. This is cool. I mean, it's not. It's horrible, isn't it? It's quite cruel. Look at Bowser just strolling about. So, question for you guys who have played this game a lot more in depth than I have. Oh, here come the floods. Will this stuff happen organically as you play in the real mode? Well, this is the real mode, but you know what I mean. If you don't action it yourself, if you don't trigger it, I should say, will natural disasters just naturally occur? Because that's interesting. I always wondered that back in the day. Again, I borrowed this game, so I didn't own it long enough to find out. Deary me, people are gonna be vacating Freyland very, very soon. Oh, it's earthquakes as well, look. I love all these little graphical touches, though. It's just a cool-ass video game, this. It's aged so well. It gets the chorizo seal of approval. Let's see what the voice says. Oh, it's still not bad, though, considering Bowser's running riot. Look out for more content coming to the channel. Again, let me know your favourite city, your favourite city builder of all time. I'll speak to you all soon.